Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I haven't done one of these in a while. How long has it been? 3 weeks, roughly? How is everyone? It's been a while. Yeah, I've had not rough, just busy couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How are you, my man? Hope life is treating you well. Yeah, it's great. It's just been busy. Um, yeah, been busy. It's been tough to find time to read. And I wouldn't say time to read, more like what do I read? Because it's been a lot. Uh, I've had a rough patch of reading the past few weeks, and we'll go over that. I'll talk about kind of what books I dove into, what books I dipped out of, and what I finally landed on. So yeah, Brian, how you doing? And the shiny nickel, sweet. Hopefully gonna finish Silence of Lambs soon. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that book I haven't read, but I've seen the film. Film is great. Toby, the legendary Toby. Good morning, evening, afternoon, all. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Sean Spencer, how are you? Good afternoon, Shiny Nickel. Bionicle fan, how you doing? Life has been so busy. I know. It's just that time of year. We've just been busy. But we're in a good busy. It almost seems like we have plans every week, every day. I'm running a D&D campaign, technically Shadow Dark RPG. I've been running that since January, and we've been playing that weekly. It's been great. And yeah, we've been hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, working, traveling. It's a lot, but it's good. My wife and I have been reading a lot more in bed, which is good. She's cooking through book 6 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Finally, she's like at that 600-page mark, and she's still liking it, so that's good. Did you see the broken binding of Lonesome Dove? Yes, I did. I have no idea how broken binding works. I know they have Dragonbone Chair and now Lonesome Dove. I want all of that, but I have no clue how it works. I just want to click the button, add to cart, and buy, but I have to wait on a wait list. And, I think I might have to miss out on that because if any of you could get a copy for me, that'd be great. I'll pay you double. I just don't want to have to go through the hassle of the waiting list and the subscription thing. Tier 1, Tier 2. Oh, Tier 1 people get it right away. Tier 2 have to pay more. No clue. So fill me in on how that works. Yes, Toby, they're doing a Wheel of Time. Can't wait for that. That'll be fun. I might have to get an Eye of the World copy for that because they don't have a good official deluxe edition of Eye of the World. I think since the last time I was here, we moved to a bigger apartment and I'm getting a promotion at work. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Happy for you, dude. Good morning. Shout out from the Philippines. Good morning. Thank you for hopping in and, just tuning in. It means a lot. I feel you halfway through Way of Kings and Life Has Stopped Me giving it my full attention. Yeah, it happens. Twice Born by Grace, the true OG who've been around. You've been here since day one, and I appreciate you. We're doing good. Just hanging out, talking books. Yeah, I did a little workout back here. Got some sun. Feels good to start the day. And I'm actually not drinking coffee. I'm drinking a shake. I know this kind of looks weird, but it's Greek yogurt, pineapple, banana, mango, collagen powder, and coconut water. It's good stuff. Currently reading King of Sorrow. Cool. I've yet to read Joe Hill. Hello, Thomas. How you doing? Great. I started reading The Evening and the Morning by Ken Follett, and it's great. It's, from Viking Age, situated in England. I hope we'll move to Pillars of Earth later. I think the wait list is only for their subscription thing. So am I able to get a copy of the Lonesome Dove book just in the store? Not in the store, but in their storefront? Like click yes and buy it? I know I don't buy a lot of expensive versions of books. I think I have a couple like illustrated, unique editions of books. And I know my wife wouldn't feel bad, wouldn't be mad at me for buying a limited edition Lonesome Dove hardcover. Finished Dungeon Crawler Carl 3 last month, my favorite of the series so far. Wow. I've heard 3 is the least popular of them because of the train and the map and the navigating. It felt very more dungeon focused, which is probably what people want. What should I read before watching the Odyssey, in your opinion? Well, don't watch the trailer. I'll tell you that. That new trailer, in my opinion, oof. The dialogue, the language, yikes. But hey, it looks fun. I'll still watch Odyssey. It'll be great. But I'm not watching any Dune trailers after that. Yeah, the second Odyssey trailer really had me iffy on it because I know Nolan is not the best writer in dialogue, and I definitely don't want to watch any more trailers for Dune coming up because I don't want my experience to be tainted with how they edit the trailer, because I know the trailer editors are completely different from the actual film. Have you played Pramada? No, I have not. We've been playing Resident Evil Requiem still, and I am closing up my first playthrough of Elden Ring, and it's been fun. But I just haven't had the desire to play video games. I just don't care. I'm not like jumping out to play a 80-hour single player campaign. I know a while back I was wanting to play Persona 5 more and Red Dead Redemption 2, and man, I'm just not wanting to play. I'd rather read or work out or get outside and play Dungeons and Dragons, hang out with friends. But playing Resident Evil has been fun with my wife. Hello, Thomas. Hope you're doing great. Oh, yeah, I think I read that. Yeah, you told me that. That's awesome. I'm glad. I thought you could just order stuff individually like normal. I may be wrong. Well, if that's the case, I'll buy it. I'll be there day one. Just tell me the date. Reading Children of Time at the moment, loving it. Never really delved into sci-fi before. Cool. Yeah, I have not. I've sci-fi. I just can't right now. How is work going, buddy? I'm going to be honest. Work hasn't been the best. I'm self-employed. I do wedding films. People have not valued video. People reach out to me and they're like, hey, can you do it for this much? It's like, what? No, these are my prices. You pay it, or, I mean, maybe I could work with you, but you're asking way too low. And they're reaching out so last minute too. Like, hey, we're getting married in 2 weeks. Hey, we're getting married in a month. Can you do it? And it's just, it sucks. I don't feel, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I haven't felt valued in my work lately with how social media is going and how people are valuing video versus photography versus this and that. I think we're bringing up a new generation of couples in weddings. What they're seeing on social media, the trendy stuff, they're misinformed. They want specific things, and when they reach out to me, it's like, hey, I don't do that. So it's been rough. So I actually might be looking for a part-time job because I want to help provide and help my wife and help my family because yeah. So I'm knocking on a door. I applied to a local Trader Joe's because I think a Trader Joe's would be fun to work at. I think that environment would be really fun. I'm a social person. I love people. I love helping people. And I can always still do wedding films on the weekends while doing Trader Joe's during the week. So, gonna knock on that door. But work has been discouraging in a way, but it's not the worst. Ever read the Remembrance of Earth Past trilogy? If so, do you think that is the greatest heart? I have not read any of that. I have not read any sci-fi really, not yet. But thank you for the recommendation. Just started Between Two Fires. That's awesome. I have a little story about that. So if you don't know, I started the Dark Tower series about a month ago. I blew through this, and I blew through this. Afterwards, I decided I'm going to take a break. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a video on my thoughts on these two books. So tune in for that. But 3 Stephen King books in a row. The Shining, The Gunslinger, Drawing of Three. I need a break from him. So I decided, okay, let's give this a try. Let's give this a shot. Let's dive into some fantasy. I hear it's really Dark Souls, Elden Ring-like. This will be fun. Right from the get-go, I hate the print of this book. I hate the layout of the book. It's weird. It's not enjoyable on my eyes. I liked a little bit of it, but I felt it was very juvenile. I felt the dialogue was a bit... the dialogue really took me out of it. So I stopped. I was like, I'm not going to deal with this. And then I just got in this weird slump. What do I read next? If I'm not going to enjoy this, what do I do? So, okay, do I reread The Black Tongue Thief? I like that. Or do I dive into the prequel, Daughter's War? Clearly, I'm thinking of fantasy. Clearly, I want to read fantasy. That's fun. I haven't read fantasy in forever. So, let's stick with fantasy. Let's keep at it. So then I decided, okay, you know what? I have a trilogy that I have yet to try. And it's been sitting on my shelf forever. That's Tad Williams, The Dragonbone Chair. I hear this is the book. This is the book that inspired Rothfuss, George R. R. Martin, Robin Hobb, Sanderson, all sorts of people. Don't hate me. I got 50 pages in and it just wasn't working for me. Not that I don't like it, it's just not for me right now. I felt he was pushing the world building way too much. I know it's very old school fantasy, where it's like in the 80s and it's it's world building. A lot of people, a lot of proper nouns, a lot of big words, and words that I can't even pronounce yet. And I don't even like the way these words look. There's a couple words that I like, but it felt more of a chore for me to read. I wasn't enjoying it, so I stopped. But you know what? I'll try it again later. I'm not giving up on this. I want to do this. I want to give this a shot. I liked what I read. I liked the pace, the timing of it, and it was just the words and getting adjusted to that writing style. So I'm not reading that, but I am still reading fantasy. I decided to return to the trilogy that I started a while ago, about a year ago, actually. The Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. I started The Royal Assassin. Like, okay, you know what? If this isn't working for me, let's do something that's familiar, something that I know I like. And I immediately fell in love with it. Read 100 pages in a day. Her word play, her pace, her word choice, I love it. And I'm about 150 pages in. I'm glad I'm here. And it's good to be back in the world of fantasy. So that's what I'm reading. I have neglected the chat yet again, but let's catch up here. Okay. He's back. How's it going? It's going good. I think you just heard my spiel about reading fantasy. Been playing much Magic the Gathering lately. Yes, I have. I got my cube all set up. I don't know if you're familiar with Cube. Cube is where you build a pool of cards, get a couple friends with you, you draft, and you build decks. And I bought a few Strixhaven cards. That'll be fun. And yeah, I think I'm going to have a guys' night this Friday. So that'll be looking forward to that. They have 2 different websites, which is confusing. Okay, Broken Binding, Joy. All right. Try to figure that out. Lonesome Dove, you'll be able to purchase normally made a bit earlier if you register your name on the interest list. UK based though, so shipping might add on more for you. Oof. Just give me a copy and then I'll triple the price for you. Ugh. Time is money for me. And it's just like, if I have to spend this much time to have to do something, it's going to be tough. But that's why ordering online can sometimes be so convenient, but also not fun. Because going physically shopping has been such a joy, especially when you go to a local bookstore. There's a fine balance with that. Started Nosferatu today, and just the prologue alone, I was like, holy cow. Very fun. Okay. At what point in one's life would you recommend them to read Lonesome Dove? Ooh, very good question. I feel when you have your attention span locked in, when you're not distracted by this and that constantly, different things coming at you, different books, different stories, different hobbies, different people, different interests. If you're able to lock in and give your time to Lonesome Dove, that's when you should read it. I would hate for you to start Lonesome Dove and then you just get distracted by something else. And then you come back to it and you don't really care and you're kind of half into it. But again, when you're ready, that book will be waiting for you. Homer translations are so dull. Can't wait for the movie, though. I'm currently reading Golden Sun, which is the second Red Rising book. Very cool, very cool. I have yet to start Red Rising. Unless everyone starts a conversation with where did you come from, who are your parents, then Odyssey won't be dialogue accurate. Yeah, I was just thinking of the let's go scene. Matt Damon just charging let's go. I don't think I've ever heard a general yell let's go. Like, give me something different. I also like to play, but when I realize it will take 4+ hours to finish the game, I kind of feel I could be doing something more productive or read a book. Are you talking about Magic the Gathering? The thing about Magic the Gathering is I don't play Commander. Commander is the biggest waste of time for me personally. Every time I play a Commander game, I'm so excited. Oh, okay, I got my friends. This could be great. You have 4 board states that are combined, 4 pools of life of 40. That's a lot of life. That's 120 life that you're up against. That's exhausting. When a board wipe happens, the game is completely reset. I do not like the multiplayer platform of Magic. I like Cube, where you draft. So you have 4 people with you, me and 3 other people. We draft, build our own decks. Then we separate into a round robin style tournament and do 1v1 games. That is where it's at. And you only have 20 life. That is how you play Magic. That's how Magic used to be. And the games are quick. If the cube is designed properly, you're going to have interaction. You're going to have back and forth. You're going to have good creatures and spells. That's the way to do it. But of course, that's just my opinion. Play the way you want. You've read The Last Unicorn. Have you read Two Hearts? It's a coda to the original story. I just started it. Is that the hold up. Is that this right here? Yeah, I think it is. I have yet to read it. I would like to. I kind of want to reread Last Unicorn first. But I hear good things about it. I'm at the end of it, and I don't want it to end. It's been a great journey. Love that. Are you going to be in a position to make YouTube your full-time job anytime soon? My wife and I were talking about that. I have a lot of time on my hands, but it doesn't feel right to release a video every day. It doesn't feel honest. I feel like people have come to my channel for the exact opposite. The fact that I don't post as much, the fact that I don't read as much. If I'm posting a video every day saying I've read 5 books in one day, that just defeats the purpose of honesty and being genuine and the pace I read at and enjoy my books. If I were to post every day, I mean, it would be fun to experiment with that. Just have a bunch of videos kind of queued up and then release it Monday through Sunday, see what happens. But it's just hard to have something to always talk about, especially if I'm reading really slow. It's tough to have conversational points and thoughts to build out and drag on. It'd feel like I'm just BSing. You know how you write a paper for school. You know, you get your thesis and then you just kind of, I don't know. But I don't think I'm ready for a full-time YouTube thing. I want it to be minimal. I want it to be impactful. I want it to be meaningful. I still love the Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of vibe. But we'll see. We'll see. Two Hearts and Sues are the 2 novellas that make up The Way Home, set in the world of The Last Unicorn. It's great. Are you interested in Joe Abercrombie? I am, but not right now. I've been taking a break from like modern fantasy. I just don't like modern, where it's like post 2015, 2010. I don't know. I don't know when the first law was written, but I like reading that era of authors in the 80s and 90s that really set the path for modern writers, like Hobb and like I said, I want to try Tad Williams, but eventually. I think I will say this, the only modern fantasy writer that I genuinely was enamored by was Christopher Buehlman. I felt The Black Tongue Thief was a fun book, and the way it was told, the way it was written. If you haven't seen, I made a video on fantasy books and a beginner's guide to fantasy books. It's in the description. Go watch that if you haven't. If you haven't dove into fantasy, give it a shot. But I felt like this was a fun book for beginners, maybe, because it's kind of a standalone book. The way it's told, it feels very adventurous. Felt very much like a D&D campaign. So, if I were to really talk about like full-on modern writers, Christopher Buehlman, he's my guy. So glad you continue with Hobb. I'm glad too. I'm loving it. Dropping in and heading out as I'm at Universal in Florida. First time in the States in a while. Decided to grab Name of the Wind from Barnes & Noble. Looking forward to starting it. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'm sure I missed you, but thank you for popping in and saying hi. Means a lot. I hope you enjoy Name of the Wind. Speaking of Name of the Wind, my best friend John finally finished Name of the Wind, and we are trying to schedule our live stream on that. That's going to be really fun. I think he really liked that book, and it'll be fun to have our differing opinions. Maybe we share some opinions, but I'm looking forward to that. Have you watched any good movies lately? Yes, I have. I started Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. I started My Neighbor Totoro. Wow. What a film. What a film. It was my first real anime movie. I'm not an anime fan, and that was something else. The pace, the sound, the lack of music, the lack of constant cutting and over the top emotions. It felt so real. Miyazaki captured children perfectly. The wondrous joy of children. Yeah, and then we watched Ponyo. Very good. So those two films were very memorable. Dang, you actually did a ton of reading lately. Yeah, and I just don't document my reading a whole lot. It's really hard for me to just, oh, hey, April wrap up. Oh, these are all the books I want to read in May. That's just work for me. I can't do that. I can't. It's so hard for me to do that. I would like to, but it's hard for me to imagine me just doing this. Every book I want to read in May. Now I have stated the books I'm reading in May. Now I have to abide by them. Otherwise, I'm not honest. What if I don't like any of these books? What if I start one book and take all month to read it? So it's hard for me to build out a schedule of reading and document that schedule. I think one thing with the Dark Tower series, that was fun to say, hey, I'm going to start this series. Let's give it a shot. And I'm 2 books in. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'll read something else and I'll come back. There's no pressure there. At least not yet. Now, perfect transition. No. I enjoyed it. but it was completely different from The Gunslinger. And I think my expectations or what I thought the series was going to be from my impression of The Gunslinger, I felt that ruined my enjoyment of Drawing of Three. The Gunslinger, I'm making a video on this, but I'll keep it brief. This was amazing. This was phenomenal. This was unlike anything King has ever done. Ambiguous. Stephen King foreshadows so much in his books, and he almost foreshadows too strongly, too aggressively, to the point that surprise or that monster, that twist, you saw coming a while ago. This, I was lost. I was lost in the mystery of it. I was intrigued. I was excited. The first third of this book, I was very intrigued and excited. Okay, what's happening? And then it's just, okay. And it just felt like a Stephen King book. That's the only way I can explain it. We'll see what happens. See what happens in the third book. But like I said in my video of The Dark Tower, I'm doing the extended reading order. So I treated this as one book. Done. Moving on. Next, I'm reading The Stand. That'll be a fun break. That's a Stephen King classic. So we'll see how that goes. And then I think I go into The Wastelands, book 3 of The Dark Tower. So one book at a time. But right now I'm taking a break with fantasy. I see that Magic Card is a bookmark. Yes, it is it's a great way to use a bookmark. I'm really behind on the chat yet again. Sell me on it, yes. Okay, hold up. I'm lost here. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind, y'all. It's not a Thomas R. Howell stream without me being 15 minutes behind. If I missed your comment, please copy and paste it. Bring it back up here because right now I am at. Ooh, okay, right here. 10:38 a.m. So I'm 10 minutes behind. Since I've been playing Elden Ring, I've been wanting to read books or watch shows, something that is very Elden Ring-esque. And Reddit, of course, said Berserk. I started the 1997 version of Berserk. Wow. Very nice. Very fun. Probably not going to read the manga because I just don't have space for that on my shelves. And I've never been a manga fan. I haven't read manga yet, so it's hard for me to even become a fan till I've tried it. But Berserk, very fun. Yes, contemporary. Thank you. Yes. Not a fan of contemporary work as much. Well, good luck, though. I think it might be better to read it first if you're fine with reading manga as a lot. Oh, okay. You guys are talking to each other. Long days and pleasant nights. Yes. The allure and mystery of the Man in Black. So good. So good. Then it just completely shifts. And I really don't know how I feel about it. Anyways, just my opinion. And who knows if I continue. I will continue. But if I keep getting this weird just whiplash of expectations, or if my expectations keep, they're not getting met, I don't know, if I'm not intrigued or interested, I might have to stop. But I think The Stand and The Wastelands absolutely are where I'm going to continue. And after that, if I'm like, what is going on? What is this series even? Then I might have to take a longer break. Ooh, I'm meeting Abercrombie on Friday, taking the Devil's Broken Binding Edition, and very excited to tell him how much I love his work. That's awesome. I have yet to really meet like a full-fledged famous author. Janny Wirtz, very sweet of her. She sent me a book, signed it. Horrible of me to not even make a video on it yet. That was like months ago. Very kind of her, and I would love to read that book and share my thoughts on that. I want to read Name of the Wind, but taking a break from fantasy right now. Yeah, I took a break for 8 months from fantasy. I was exhausted with the world building and the proper nouns and all the words and names. And it's just like, can I just read a book about a character or not as large of a scope? So reading fiction has been a joy. And coming back to Robin Hobb, probably the best decision I've made in a while when it comes to reading. She is unbelievable. If you're a fan of Name of the Wind, read Robin Hobb. If you're a fan of Robin Hobb, read Name of the Wind. They're both great. Ooh, nice. Yes, Stoner. Definitely want to read that. Probably this year. I would like to finish Robin Hobb's trilogy. Talk about me not planning my reading. But in my mind, it would be nice to finish the Farseer trilogy. Then maybe take a break with some fiction. Smaller fictional standalone books. Then maybe dive into The Dark Tower. The Stand. 1,300-page book. That'll be fun. That's going to take me 5 years. And I'll never be able to make a video on it. The Dark Tower slander fled across the algorithm and Mike's book reviews followed. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Brian the Broker. Read Lone Wolf and Cub. If you want to get into manga, it's a series of 1970s samurai comics. Oh, interesting. Oh, whoa, Mike. Yes, I'm here. I'm summoned when Dark Tower slander begins. Shoot. Oh, Mike, it's so great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm red-handed on the slander here, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how my opinions change and morph the further I get closer to the Dark Tower, but The Stand is next. How many books do you read in a year? Well, so far I've read like 3 or 4 this year. It hasn't been much. It's been tough. Every Dark Tower book is vastly different, and don't go into it with expectations. I'm trying my best to, not have expectations. Surprise live stream, I'm in. Well, glad you're here. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. And also, didn't you think Royal Assassin sucked too? Or was that just the whole trilogy? Because there was like no plot and nothing happened. That's great. I love it. I'd love to find the cut version of The Stand. In my opinion, the uncut edition was very bloated in the middle. Interesting. I'm going to read the uncut edition because I want to try that. And it would be fun to eventually maybe try the cut version down the line. TBF, To Be Fair, Drawing of Three, and Wastelands was peak drug alk induced, so they are very odd reads. Interesting. Okay. No, I liked Royal Assassin. I thought AQ was kind of weak. Okay, interesting. How far are you into the realm of Elderlings, Mike? Royal Assassin, easily the best of the trilogy. Patience is goated. Oh, okay. I'm done with this fantasy recommendations. What's your top 5 classic book that changed the way you read and live your life? Lonesome Dove. Hands down, Lonesome Dove. Hands down. Finished it. Nice. Where does that stand for you, the realm of Elderlings, versus everything else that you've read in fantasy? And I didn't read your Dragonbone Chair review yet. Or watch it. Just because I'm taking a break from it and I'll give it another try again. But what did you think of Dragonbone Chair and Memory Sorrow of Thorn overall? Wow. Brian, thank you. I don't deserve this. I'm going to get a cup of coffee with that. All over the place right here with the chat. So I'm sorry about this if I've... Oh, love Berserk, but not sure that's the comparison I'd make. Elden Ring. Yeah, it is interesting because I've read... I want to read actual sources, but I've heard that the developers of Elden Ring really took inspiration from, or at least Dark Souls took inspiration from Berserk. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just, Reddit. Who knows? Make sure you don't let work get you down. You're such a positive and grounded presence on the internet. Show yourself some kindness. Doing my best. One day at a time. And my mom always said, difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. My wife says it's a cup of coffee, but I beg to differ. Yeah, we live this life one day at a time. We're going to have good days, bad days, but you don't want to think so far ahead. And I guess technically, I'm kind of in between jobs, but not really. It's just my business is not booking up and I don't have as much work to do with other couples. And I miss that. I miss filming weddings. But I am helping my wife because she's, she films weddings, photographs them. So I'm helping her out with that. If I stopped at Tawny Man, it would be one of the greats. Didn't care for the last half. So the Tawny Man that's the third trilogy, right? I'll keep that in mind. The joy of a trilogy or a series like Realm of Elderlings is that you can read it in little three book spurts. And from what I've heard, they're kind of self-contained. So that'll be interesting. Tom, since you were taking a break, did you miss the news that Mike is writing a story? Mike's writing? Yeah, I think I saw that. Mike's writing a book. How's that going? I haven't been much on YouTube. I've been kind of in my own little world. I have DNF'd Dragonbone Chair twice. Interesting. I still might try it again one day. It's the only series I keep returning to because it's inspired. Yeah. That's why I just want to I want to try it. I really want to try it. But just some of those words were really like the flow of words. I can see it was poetic in some elements, but I think the issue I had going into Dragonbone Chair as a Name of the Wind fanboy, Patrick Rothfuss is my guy. I love his writing style. Going into Dragonbone Chair, I immediately thought, okay, Tad Williams writes like Patrick Rothfuss. That's what inspired Patrick Rothfuss's writing style. Completely different. No. I can see it here and there. I could see the elements, the pace, but it's very much in tune with that classical fantasy of very long sentences, which I enjoy. You get that in Wheel of Time. Love that. But again, it was the proper nouns, how those words were constructed, and the fact that I can't pronounce them. That really irked me and interrupted the pace and flow of everything. So I want to give it a shot another time. Man, you're not replying to normal comments. Comments on my videos? Yeah, I haven't really been the best right now. Life has changed. Life has shifted a little bit. So I want to be better on YouTube, but I am human and I can't always reply to everyone. Since you're a fan of Name of the Wind, what do you like about Quoth as a character? That's the thing. It's hard for me to recall a lot of the character work that Rothfuss did because it's been so long. One thing I loved about Name of the Wind was just the hardships that Quoth went through. Not necessarily Quoth himself, but the hardships and the circumstances around him. That's what I like most. Ooh, All the Pretty Horses, but I also heard that Cormac is being canceled. Huh. I have no idea. I don't study authors or what their dealings are. I think the only author I know a lot about is Patrick Rothfuss and how he, promised a prologue and promised this and promised that and didn't really do anything about it. That's about as far as I've gone when it comes to an author. So I don't know. All the Pretty Horses, phenomenal. I saw a gal in a coffee shop reading it, and I about scared her by having this audible gasp like, oh my gosh, that's a good book. She just kind of stared at me like it's great, enjoy it. Yeah, my wife tells me I need to settle down a little bit when I see other people reading books. I'll sprint to someone on the other side of the room and try to talk with them. It is funny. I was at a coffee shop with some friends and my wife. We're sitting, hanging, catching up. And thanks for the answer. I'm glad. We're at a coffee shop hanging out, and I see a gentleman on his laptop typing away. Clearly a professor of the local college, because next to him he had some C.S. Lewis book, but on top of that he had Dune. And there were just sticky notes littered in between every single page of that book. So, of course, I go up to him and talk to him. And we exchanged YouTube channels. We exchanged emails. He also recognized the book in my hand, and he lit up. He's like, oh, my gosh, that's the Farseer trilogy. I just did a class on Assassin's Apprentice. So that was really surprising to see Robin Hobb be recognized in public, because no one knows who Robin Hobb is. At least the people I talk to. But anyways, it's fun to talk about books with people in public. By the way, Mike is a huge fan of Abercrombie since you ignored my previous comment. Oh man, where's your previous comment? Oh, hey. If you love Patrick Rothfuss, go for J. Kristoff. Yes, again, because of Mike, I heard of Empire of the Vampire, whatever it's called. I want to read that book. Also, talk about Robin Hobb. When you see Robin Hobb's name on another book, so when you see her write a review, right there, look at that, for The Black Tongue Thief and Empire of the Vampire, you listen. I trust Robin Hobb. So I definitely want to read Black Tongue Thief again. I want to read the J. Kristoff trilogy. Would love to give it a try. And it actually might help me as a dungeon master for D&D get some inspiration. You know, it's dark, it's brooding, vampires, it's grim dark. So it'd be fun to give it a shot. I'm a bit late to the party, but happy to catch up a bit live. Hope you're well. I'm on The Hobbit and Handmaiden's Tale. First time trying 2 at once, going well, but Hobbit reread, loving both. I love it. I feel lucky both Mike and Thomas in the same stream goated channels on YouTube. I don't deserve that praise. Mike absolutely does. Mike might have dipped out, but if he didn't, I want to do a live stream with Mike one of these days. I do feel like I need to read a couple more books before I talk to him, but would be fun to talk about Lonesome Dove and Dark Tower and yeah, catch up with him. Chat's getting aggro. Oh man, are people mad at me for missing the chat? Guys, I'm so sorry. Wait, what? Why aren't my comments showing after I bought a super chat? Oh, you bought... Yeah, it just said $2. That's weird. What did you say? Because I'd like to know. People, there's no need to be salty about Thomas missing comments, 60 views in the stream. Yeah, I'm amazed. 52 people in here? First stream in 3 weeks? I don't deserve that. I appreciate it. I also try to imagine my little living room right here. Imagine 53 of you sitting here. And I'm just sipping a little bit of my smoothie. That's so cool. It means a lot. I'm here. You guys are just being nice and I'm shy. Well, I'm glad you're here. It means a lot. Dude, I saw Malazan. Isn't there like Broken Binding coming out for that? That'd be fun. Malazan is for when I'm 50 years old. When I have grandkids. Wait, I won't even have grandkids at 50. Yeah, I don't think... No, I'd have to be older. So maybe when I'm like 60 or 70, I'll try Malazan. Not right now. Guys, I am not... Really, please don't be upset that I'm missing your comments. This is my first stream in 3 weeks. I'm trying my best here. I'm infamously known to be very late on the comments, so please don't take it personally. I'm not that kind of person. So good, nothing tops it for me. Assassin's Quest went on a bit too long. It'll mean nothing to you yet, but the journey on that road felt like it went on for an eternity. After that, the series went from strength to strength. Okay, interesting. How are you finding Dark Tower so far? If you missed that, I'm liking it, but I'm hesitant, but I'm not giving up on it. Taking a break, but I'll continue soon. Oh wait, I remember a comment over here. Hold up. I saw it and I was about to... Okay, I missed Robin Hobb's grand opening appearance at the new Barnes in downtown Seattle, but I met her with Abercrombie last year. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, here it is. Can you recommend some good book/coffee pairings? Or just some good coffee? There's a company that I absolutely love that I would love to be sponsored by because I want to share good coffee with people. It's not about getting free stuff or getting paid, but hey, I'm not going to deny free coffee. I think that's great. But Hex Coffee, I think it's called. So Hex Coffee Roasters. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. This is some of the best coffee ever. Hex Coffee Roasters. Pretty sure you can buy some coffee online. Give that a try. Their Form coffee is the best blend in my opinion. Now the issue that arises with coffee beans, when you get hard coffee beans before you grind them, a lot of people want them fresh, as in fresh the date they were roasted. You want to wait 2 weeks after beans have been roasted because you need to allow it to degas, is from what I've learned from my wife. After 2 weeks, that is when the coffee is best. When you do it too early, it doesn't have enough body, enough flavor. Store-bought coffee, typically ones that sit on the shelves, are very oily. That's because they've degassed and just gotten stale. All those oils are seeping out, all that flavor is seeping out. So those are probably going to mess up your grinder. They're not going to be as flavorful. They're going to stain your grinder, thus influencing the taste of the other beans that are that go through your grinder. So that's my coffee recommendation. Books, whatever book you like, whatever book you love, have it with the best coffee. Drink your favorite coffee with your favorite book. That's the best pairing in my eyes. Don't apologize. It's really not a huge deal. People are just complaining for the sake of complaining. I haven't even really seen complaints. Ooh, I plan to finish Malazan this year, in fact. Very fun. You're doing great, Thomas. Don't worry about it. I second that coffee question. Yeah, hope I helped everyone with that. Go to Hex. This is not sponsored, so have at it. When are you starting the stand? Currently reading The Count of Monte Cristo. It's a mammoth, but so good mixing it up with other different books. Funny you say The Count of Monte Cristo. I watched the film, the Guy Pearce version, loved it. My friend Ben wants to read that book, but he wants a reading buddy. And I said I'd be his reading buddy. However, that book is a behemoth. I mean, I wouldn't know where to begin. It would take up 4 years of my life. So whenever he starts it, hopefully I'm in the right mindset and I'll read it along him. But The Stand, I'm thinking summertime, July, August, maybe. We'll see. I may push it off even more, but we'll see. What about One Piece, Thomas and Mike? One Piece, I have not given that a try. Not much of a manga fan. Just read The Failures by Benjamin Lyer. It's sci-fi fantasy. It's amazing. Fun fact, it's edited by the same person who worked on Name of the Wind. Interesting. Bye, Tom. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for hopping in, and I appreciate the $2. Little coffee. Got to go record. Mike, go enjoy. I'm going to record in a little bit too. The sun is hitting Yeah, that's my little section right there. That's where I record. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here in a bit. I like to record around this time just because of the way the sun is in my little corner. But yeah, it was really nice to hang out, to you know, catch up, talk about what I'm reading. Uh, my wife is due with our second in August, so I have to attempt to finish the last 5 Malazan books in 3 months. Oh, love it. Not seen much of the sun today, which is a shame. Maybe tomorrow. It's amazing what sun can do to your day. Starting out the day with some 10, 15 minutes of sun can really change it. Oh, hey Thomas, I wrote you a while ago thanking you for all the videos and finally got to catch you up on a live. So thanks again. Keep up with the great work of community. That means a lot. I appreciate that, Lucas. I appreciate all of you who tuned in. We had 60 people in here. I don't deserve that. You know, I keep trying to picture 60 of you in my little living room here. I'm trying to serve coffee with everyone and talk about books. Ugh. Serving coffee for people is such a joy. So, if ever you're around, I'll make you a cup of coffee and we'll talk books. Bionicle. If you're tired of high fantasy, if you tried low fantasy, minimal world building might be up your alley. Yeah, give me some recommendations. I would love to hear more. We love you, Tom. You're a dream reader for every writer. Appreciate you. Don't worry, I don't drink hot drinks. That's okay. Cold brew is also a thing, and you can have a very smooth cup of cold brew. Thanks, Tom. Stay well. Appreciate everyone. I thank you. And yeah. First law is fantasy. Okay. Can all 60 of us come to your place one day? I'm joking. Oh no, you're saying hi. That means, you just caught the tail end of it, Ashman. But I appreciate you hopping in and saying hi. I've got a D&D campaign I got to prep for. I got a video I got to record. Trying to get a video out by Friday. And maybe Monday. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Well, cheers, everyone. Whatever book you're reading, I hope you enjoy it.